What's up? What's up? What's up? What's up? What's up, guys? We are back with another Sweet Journey podcast, and I'm singing again.
That's just the thing.
I just can't help it. I don't know why. I just can't help it. Just everything just comes out in song in the beginning. Welcome. Oh my gosh. Yeah, I've been singing
since I was like 10.
Aside from that, but I've been singing a lot lately since I went to see the Phantom of the Opera. I made it, guys! I made it for my birthday!
Yay, she went, guys!
I made it. So I've been singing since then.
Oh my god. I have to see. Well, I can't
You
see
can't
it
see it
now.
now.
It's
Yeah.
gone. Okay.
Supposedly they said that it's gonna come back
I think that's a big
One
one. I'm surprised
day.
they're gone.
one day.
They were like, well, I'm
Yeah.
tired of this shit.
It was great.
Yeah,
It was fucking fantastic.
Awesome.
I am so because they was. I've heard like people saying like they're scaling it back a little bit
okay.
because the production costs and everything are so expensive. So I heard that they are kind of trying to redo it and scale it back some a little bit.
Okay.
So
What was their reasoning for the they even
Well,
have
ever
it?
since COVID.
Oh, okay.
So once COVID hit, I guess they took like a big hit.
Oh, okay.
And then when, things started lifting, they still never recovered because we weren't getting still as, tourists and stuff like we were getting,
prior to COVID.
Yeah. So they took a hit from that. So I think that's their reasoning, and they weren't
Okay.
able to pick back up again.
Okay.
And all the costs, the productions and all that, stuff was too much. So, but I did hear that they may be bringing it back, but like on a smaller scale.
Okay.
I don't know how though, because everything that's spectacular needs to be in the show.
And everything was spectacular.
Yeah, like
Nice.
I don't know. I don't know how they can bring it back, but I'm glad that I saw it before they do
Closed
anything.
Before they did any type
If
of
they
changes.
do anything, I don't know if it's true that they are going to come back, but I'm glad that I caught it, and regret that I didn't see it sooner.
Oh man, did your family enjoy it as well?
Yes,
Okay, good.
everybody enjoyed it. I went with my daughter and my mom, and they both loved it.
Good.
I loved it. Loved it. I would see it again.
Yeah.
Yeah. And I'm not like one that sees shows like multiple times. Like one and done is good enough. But I would have definitely seen that one again.
Have you been to like a lot of Broadway shows?
I've been to a few.
Okay, I only went to one.
Which one?
Many years ago.
Oh.
I saw Rent.
Oh, that one I never saw.
I saw Rent.
But
it was
I
pretty
did,
good.
Yeah.
It was pretty good.
I did see a few. I seen a few in school.
Yeah.
Yeah, we went to see Grease.
Wow, I heard that was a good one.
And Smokey Joe's Cafe.
Okay.
That one was really good too.
Yeah?
Yeah, that one was really, really
Did you
good.
ever? I heard The Lion King, and like I heard that one was amazing.
I haven't seen any Disney
seen
ones.
it?
No.
I heard that one was really, really, really good.
I heard it was good also.
I would love to go back and definitely go see some more shows for sure. I haven't seen any in a long. That was the only one I saw.
I would.
Rent,
My
that was
first one that I ever
And
saw
that was
was
so many years ago.
God, probably in the 80s was the Chorus Line. My
You've been going
parents
since you were little.
My parents took me to go see the Chorus Line.
Oh my god, that's pretty cool.
And then I didn't see anything for a while until school.
Okay.
And then now I'm older. I saw Chicago. I saw.
Oh, how was Chicago?
It sucked.
Chicago.
It was the worst show I have ever seen. So guys, if you're into theater, don't go see it. It's such a waste of money. It's so bad.
Wow.
No real set changes, no real costume changes. It was just, I was so disappointed because I love the movie.
Right. Oh, I never saw the movie, but I heard of the actual Broadway musical. I thought it was,
yeah, no, I saw the movie,
like, good.
and
It was
I was
better.
so disappointed once I saw the play.
I hate
Yeah,
when they do that, when they do remakes of something and then
yeah,
they just don't do
there
it
was
right.
nothing spectacular about it at all. And in the movie, there's plenty of spectacular parts.
Really?
Yeah, but in the play,
That's how I feel about, not a play, but how I feel about 50 Shades of Grey.
oh,
I thought the movies, I mean, I'm sorry, the books were absolutely amazing. And then when I saw the movie, I was like,
oh yeah. I wasn't in
plus the characters.
Yeah,
The girl I thought was perfect for who they portrayed in the book. Annie,
right.
she was perfect, spot on. The
Yeah.
guy was not.
Yeah,
I was so disappointed.
I did not.
So when they try to remake stuff, it's just not always.
Yeah, I was really disappointed with Chicago.
What else did you see?
And I was excited to see that one too. And then I saw Moulin Rouge. Great.
That one, yeah, I could imagine that one.
Loved it. The set is beautiful, like the stage set and everything is so pretty. And just even throughout the show, it's just really nice. It's just beautiful. It's a great show. So I would definitely recommend that one. And of course, the Phantom of the Opera.
Right.
Yeah,
that one seems so intense. That one.
Yeah, I saw the movie first. I never really had like any intention of actually going to see the play. And then I saw the movie, and I saw the movie because my mother and my aunts told me about it. Oh, because they liked the Phantom, the guy that played him in the movie. So when I saw the movie, I was like, "Oh, I gotta see the play." And then I started hearing like my cousins had seen the play and stuff, and they were like, "Oh my god, the play is even better than the movie," And I was like, "Get out of here!" So, and then for years and years, I've wanted to go see it, and I finally.
So, what do you think? What's better, the movie or the musical?
There are parts that are better in the movie, and there are parts that are better in the play.
Okay.
Of course, in the movie, you get more detail.
Okay.
There's a lot more. Where in the play, you get the full main parts of it. But the whole, so yeah, that I would say some parts are, better in the movie than they are in the play, but it was still fantastic,
right?
Like enough for me to want to see it
go
again.
To a play. I haven't. I enjoyed it when I went. I want to go again. I'm gonna have to look up some stuff.
Now I'm like, oh, now I gotta see what else is out there. I want to see Wicked.
I've always wanted to see Wicked.
I've wanted to see that for a while. They're making a movie about it.
Cats gone? Cats is probably gone.
Gone a long time ago.
Right? That was
I
big.
always wanted to see Cats.
That was big. I remember the commercials for it.
Yeah,
that was
now and forever.
Yeah. That's way gone though, right?
Yeah. They made a movie about it also, and I tried to watch the movie and I couldn't get into it. Yeah. I wish
Wicked would be dope. We should go see that. We should totally plan that.
We could definitely plan that.
Yes,
I want to see. I've been wanting to see Wicked for a long time.
Yes, for years. That one.
Yeah. So, but yeah, I'm so happy that I got to see. I got my birthday wish. I'm so excited. If you guys didn't know,
you didn't catch that episode.
Yes, I had a birthday episode of my birthday wish. So yeah. So here we are. Welcome. If you're new to our channel, we totally just like went straight into plays.
We totally go off topic a lot.
But if you are new to our channel, welcome.
Welcome, guys.
I'm Cherry
and I am Fox.
And we're part of the Sweet Cherry podcast. And basically we just talk about different things, different topics, and all that jazz. And we welcome you to join in the combo and leave comments, share, subscribe,
suggestions
everywhere
of what you'd like to hear about. Let us know, guys.
Yeah, let us know. And we talk about like all stuff, like, could be
Anything you guys want to talk about?
It could be makeup, face products, clothing, relationships, all of it.
Dating, all types of stuff.
Yeah. So just, anything you're interested, let us know because we love input.
Feedback, yes, for sure.
Absolutely. So today we got does it make a man weak if he reports abuse by a woman? Now, I'm going to say, or do you want to go first?
No, go ahead. I need a moment.
I am going to say no abuse at all should be tolerated, man
Correct.
or woman. It's not, it's disgusting, and it's sad,
Hurtful.
yeah,
Yeah.
and it should not be tolerated ever in a relationship. um and I feel the same way women should report abuse. I feel men should feel comfortable reporting abuse also, because I don't think it makes a man weak to report abuse by a woman, because what's the alternative? What are you supposed to do? Just let it happen, or retaliate,
Right.
and or and none of those options are good. To just let it happen, you shouldn't have to let it happen. You shouldn't have to just put up with it or deal with any type of abuse, not even just physically but mentally also. I mean, reporting wise, you'll report more physical abuse than you would like mental abuse, but yeah, you shouldn't have to tolerate either mental or physical. So I don't think that it makes a man weak. I think actually it makes him stronger, in my opinion, if he reports the abuse, because he's looking out for himself, his own safety, and he's making sure that he doesn't put himself in a situation where he's going to get in trouble. And and I just don't think that it makes a man look weak. If anything, I think it makes you look stronger. And it, people tend to look at women as docile, sensitive, sweet, fragile. Yes. And some are. There are some that are very weak and fragile and dependent and whatnot. But there are also tons of women that are not.
Yeah.
And
that'll kick some ass.
Yeah,
or at least throw down if they had to.
They're bitches, and you got to defend yourself,
Right.
And if you don't, obviously we don't want the route of retaliation where you're gonna go into altercation with the woman, you know. So the best thing would be to report her, call the police on her, or whatever it is that's happening. I think, in my opinion, I don't think it takes away from a man's masculinity. I think it just shows that they're a bit more stronger, and I think um more mature, because they're just like, I'm not dealing with anything. I'm not fighting back. I'm not doing anything. The police are gonna come and take your ass out of here, and I'm gonna be at peace once you're gone.
Right.
So, and they're gonna just carry on with their life, whether it was good or not, with you in it. But yeah, I don't think that is that it makes a man weak.
I don't think it makes a man weak. I think it makes him definitely mature, to handle the situation that way, instead of, because I mean, let's face it, unless you're dating someone that's a lot smaller than you, being the man, a man can take a woman, you know what I mean?
Oh, of course. Yeah, yeah.
So,
But there are some little girl, like little women that will like throw
oh,
down.
I'm one of them. I am one of them.
Yeah,
I am one of them. One thing I'm not one to pick fights and start fights, but I'm down for the shits if it went down, But I just, and I've had fought men before, it started from my younger years. When I used to fight boys in elementary school, like and I was always a tiny little nothing. But it's just whatever, it's just however you grow up, I guess you could say.
Well,
but whatever you're around or your atmosphere. But I've never, when you get to that point, I feel like you never, you don't, I don't know. Everyone's different, but I feel like me personally, when I get to that point, I don't care who you are. It doesn't matter if you're a man or female. If I'm already there, we're face to face, and shit's gonna go down. It's gonna go down. It is what it is. But at the end of the day, I do know that I will most likely get my ass whipped if it was a man. I know that I'll probably get my ass kicked. Thank God I've never been in a situation with a man where I actually fought him and like he beat me up or anything like that. That would never fly. That would never, I'm not saying it couldn't go down. Obviously it could go down, but it wouldn't never go further past that moment. But at the end of the day, I don't think it makes the man, because at the end of the day, like I said, a man, most men are stronger than women. So the fact that you call in the cops and trying to report it makes you more mature, because at the end of the day, you most likely could kick her ass. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. And you're going that route. That, if anything, that's more commendable than, than to be considered weak.
Even for guys that are docile or not fully like really masculine and things like that, and the woman is more the
tougher one
in the relationship, it's still not
acceptable regardless.
It's not acceptable at all. And I know that there are people that are in abusive relationships, and they stay for fear of a different life without what they have at the moment, or they can't like fully take care of themselves, so they stay in the relationship because they feel they need that extra help or whatever the case is, men and women. And it's just
very sad and unfortunate.
Yeah, and it's easier said than done. Like, people will say, nah, just leave, why you still there? And it's easier said than done when you're in a predicament, and when you still love the person, even though they're abusive to you, but you still love them. It's hard to just pick up and leave,
walk away,
especially even if you have kids with them. You know what I'm saying?
Especially.
Yeah, it's hard to leave, but it's always the best and safest option to do, because again, you don't want, if you have kids, you don't want your kids seeing that
and thinking that's okay behavior.
And thinking that it's okay behavior. It's okay to stay with someone that treats you like that. And this is for man or woman. It doesn't matter, it doesn't matter what sex you are. It's not okay for your kids to see that behavior,
because you're gonna screw up your kids.
It's not okay for your kid to see you stay, and it's not okay for your kid to see you be the abuser and think that is okay.
Where regardless, no matter what you're screwing up, you're gonna screw them up, right? They're gonna think either that's okay because daddy does it or mommy does it, and that's okay, or it's okay because mommy stays, daddy stays.
Yeah, and it's not. That's not what you want for,
and you will screw
for
them
your
up.
kid.
You will screw them up because
Yeah, it's gonna be
what a kid sees
there are
growing up, that
there are
affects them for the rest of their life.
yeah, that's true. That's true.
I 100%.
But there are times where
think
kids
that's
know,
true.
they grow up and they know what their parents did was wrong, and they make it their business not to be like their parent.
Yeah,
There
but
are
that's
times
hard.
there are times that, people do that.
Yeah.
Kids grow up and like, I want to be better than what my
Of
parents were,
course, of course,
and
that's
not
the way.
follow what
That's the
they.
way. God willing, it will always be, but it's not always like that. Some kids do get affected by what they see.
Yeah, of course,
And
of
then
course.
it's hard to like break out of that. I know I still have childhood trauma at my age that I never really like moved past and
Mhm.
never really like got over. And, it was something that I realized that I may have needed help with. Nothing like crazy or anything like
Mhm.
horrible happened to me, but I'm
Right.
just saying just things that I saw and
Witnessed.
experienced growing up, and just things that I probably should have gotten help for, and I would have been past that, but I didn't, and especially being, Spanish, and
Yeah.
parents aren't
I feel like with the Latin families, um we tend to think like certain things are okay because that's our culture,
right, exactly, and it's not,
and it's
okay.
not
It's
okay,
not. You grow up seeing or just being just whatever around certain things, and how you were raised, and certain behaviors, and
that's not an excuse,
and it stays with you, and
Yeah.
it's hard to break out of them. And as an adult, when you're trying to better yourself, you do try to break out of those things that are generational things that happen to you,
right.
and you just never healed from them because you had no choice but to move on. It wasn't like your parents are going to send you to go see a psychiatrist. Be
Oh
like,
yeah, hell no.
hell
They probably didn't even
no.
believe in that.
Hell no. Spanish parents, that especially back in the day, did not believe in psychiatrists or going to get help. And
They were
speaking to
the
someone.
psychiatrist.
Yes. Or like if you said they were crazy, they said you was crazy. Then like it was never where you could go see and speak to someone. Like, no, that's already sharing too much information with a stranger, and it will be a problem. So you just have to deal with that.
They
for
just
the
want
rest
your
of your
money,
life. Right? And then you have to, as an adult, break out of that somehow, heal from that pain that no one's gonna help you heal from, but yourself, pretty much.
Yeah,
and it's tough.
It is tough.
A lot of stuff stays with you. A lot of stuff stays with you.
It is tough. I mean, I didn't have like such a traumatic childhood, but I saw things, that weren't.
I had somewhat of a traumatic childhood.
Weren't or shouldn't have been acceptable,
Mm-hmm.
And
but do you think that those things affected you as an adult or throughout your life, or no?
In some ways, yes. In some ways, I would say yes. And in some ways, no. But as a kid, or even as a person, I'm a very nonchalant.
I know you are
person.
I know.
I
love that about you.
I am. I really am
very
and
carefree. It's great.
Yeah, and I'm very pro positivity.
Mm-hmm.
Like,
you're not negative.
I'm
You've
not
never
a
been
negative
a negative person.
I've never.
You always try to find the like other alternative, or
Right.
maybe it's this,
Yeah,
not that,
and always look for the better reasoning than the
negative one.
Yeah, I've always been like that, and
that's
I've also
great. That's a great quality.
And I've also been nonchalant, like, whatever, it happens type of.
You've always been like that.
Yeah, and it's a good thing,
That's
but it's
a great thing.
But it's also a bad thing, because you can't be nonchalant about everything.
No, not about everything.
And then, like, so now that I've gotten older, I can pinpoint things that I know should not have been a nonchalant type of moment.
Okay, and you let it go in the past.
Right.
Okay.
And where now I can be like, wait a minute, this is this is not right, you
Right.
know? So I can't be so nonchalant about it. Though I still can be, but I might state my piece or be angry or whatever it is
So you're
for that
feeling.
moment and
Mhm.
whatever I'm feeling in that particular time. And I'll say what I have to say. And then usually once I say or let my feelings be heard,
Mhm.
I'm okay. I'm over it.
Okay. You gotta let it out.
I'm just like, whatever. Okay. I said
it. As long as you got it out.
Yeah. If I can't get it out, like, I might be, repetitive in my mind, or maybe even if a situation happens with me and one person and I can't speak to that person that it's happening with, and I have to let it out and speak with somebody else, I'll let it out, with whoever else is going to be my ear at the time. And I might be repetitive at it.
Oh, girl, we've all done that.
Like say it, a couple of times in different ways or whatever, but basically still saying the same thing.
Same thing.
Yeah. So it's that I've noticed until, because it feels good that I've let it out, but it doesn't fully feel good because I didn't tell the person
that you needed
to direct it.
Yeah.
Right. So it helps in a way, but then it doesn't help in a way. So I'll be satisfied in that moment because I let it out, but then not completely satisfied until I get the chance to. And then sometimes if too much time passes and I still hadn't had the chance to address it to whoever, I just like, it just goes over my head and
and then it's just
I just
whatever.
continue on. Like, today's another day. Yeah, so I'm pretty nonchalant,
easygoing.
Yeah. I don't dwell too much or anything like that. But as far like as abuse, thank the Lord that I've never been in an abusive relationship.
Me neither, thank God.
Physically.
That wouldn't fly, would not last.
Yeah, no.
But then again, you never know with certain people. Like there's situations where a lot of people don't leave. I don't understand because I've never been in a situation like that. And I can't imagine myself letting a man beat me up or anything like that.
Yeah, me either.
So
I don't think that's gonna work with me.
Right. But then you see other people and you're just like, you don't know how they're accepting it. Maybe they have nowhere to go. They have no outlet.
Maybe, yeah, it could be there.
So I'm gonna have to kill him in the middle of the night, and I'm gonna have to stay with the apartment, and he could go. But I'm gonna have a home at the end of the day. He's gonna be gone. So
something is gonna be done. I'm either gonna be the home in jail because I'm about to kill this motherfucker, or something's gonna. But I'm gonna be living somewhere, and he's not gonna be.
He's not gonna be there with me.
Yeah, and even I could say I have never been like physically abused, but I've dealt with like mental abuse.
Oh yeah. Oh,
and I find that that's more common,
and it's
not more common.
I'm
but
like, is mental? Which one's worse, like mental or physical? Some mental abuse can really screw you up.
Yeah, it can take a toll on you.
And that
on your
I think
mind,
is
on your
more.
brain. Yeah.
Sometimes I think mental abuse is more painful. I guess painful than actual physical, because you could get beat up by somebody and it's like, all right, but
but what if you're like getting like freaking
fucked up every day?
Yeah, like
or
your eyes fucking
no,
shut,
you're gonna die.
Shut.
I'm gonna have to kill you at some point. Like I'm going to jail.
Your arm is broken, or you got a broken rib, and things like that. Like
no, he's gonna have to go. I'm going to jail. He's gonna have to die.
Someone's going to jail. Something's happening.
Something's gonna happen after that.
Like, yeah, I can't.
Yeah.
Hurt me personally. I don't. I would definitely fight back.
Yes, 100%.
So
I don't care if I have to grab objects. Something's gonna get you.
yeah, yes.
And you're gonna have to go, especially if you're really threatening my life like that. If you're really beating me like that, like
Oh
if it's
yeah.
something, no,
Yeah, yeah,
I'm
yeah,
gonna
yeah.
kill you before you get me.
Now, so here's another question, right? So let's say you're having a fight and you're just arguing. Well, this would be the girl being the aggressor,
Okay.
right? And you guys are arguing at this, that, and the other, and she's just
So it's pounding
pounding
on
you and pounding you and pounding you
And you're the
pounding you,
man.
and you're the man. And then all of a sudden, like he just gets so mad because the pounding.
Yeah, he's getting
It
beat
could
up.
hurt,
And
you know, and it's gonna hurt.
It's just the anger
and the
and the frustration of getting
he's-
beat up. You're
right.
gonna do something.
And then all of a sudden, he just clocks her one. You think he had the right to?
No, yes.
I agree, though.
See, that's the thing. Like, I do. Like, I'm not for abuse or anything like
No,
that.
but
if you're pounding away on someone,
I believe that. I firmly believe you have every right to defend yourself. Man or woman.
Yes, I have a story.
You have to calm the person down a little bit, like give him a tate quieto.
Yeah, cocotazo, like shit. Calm it the hell down.
Now, if you just defend yourself that one time and they back off, then but what if they don't back off and it makes them more aggressive and more?
Oh man,
do you keep fighting with the person?
Nah.
How do you try to stop them from?
See, I think I wouldn't blame the man for if a woman is really beating on him, and I would not blame him for defending himself.
Right.
Like one good hit, like get this bitch off of me, type shit. I'm especially if she's beating you. Like, listen, I'm all for self-defense. So, maybe he just needs to give her one and knock her the hell out so she could stop her shit. Or maybe that's not the way it's gonna go. But I don't think he should continue.
Right.
I don't think he should continue. If let's just say he got a good one in and like it didn't make her budge or it just made her it didn't calm her, made her more angrier. At that point, I would probably be like, all right, like I gotta call the cops because this is not.
What if she snatches your phone, breaks it, blocks the door? I mean, if you're in a house,
then you're gonna have to put on your big pantaloncillos, your freaking big man pants on, and you're gonna have to undies on, and you're gonna have to go and like, if you don't hit her because you already did that, you tried it didn't work. So I would have to try to restrain her at that point and just try to get her away from me.
Right.
That's the only alternative. What else can you do at that point?
I agree.
You can't get to your phone. You can't run out the house, so.
Or just take her and push her out of the way and run out the door.
Or just take her and bend her over. Maybe that's all she needs. That may be all she needs, guys. She won't beat your ass anymore.
Oh my God.
I mean, I wouldn't continue physically abusing her. I would just try to, like, at this point, okay, right. I just try to knock her out. That didn't work. So now I'm going to have to restrain her.
Something else. Yeah. How do you restrain her and try to leave at the same time?
No, you're going to have to do some, like,
get a belt, wrap her arms.
Yeah, some MacGyver type shit. Like, yeah.
Something. Yeah, but I think man or woman, you have a right to defend yourself.
Yeah. Especially if somebody's kicking your ass. Like, shit, how do you not
I know,
hit
like,
them
because
back?
some people are like, oh no, not the guy. He's stronger and can overpower the girl.
Most situations.
Yeah, that's true. But but it's not.
It's not for him to get beat up either.
Yeah, right. It's not. It's what is he supposed to do? What is the guy supposed to do?
He can't himself somehow.
A punch is a punch, and it could hurt. It'll hurt. What are you getting punched in your face, in your head, in your anywhere? You know what I'm saying? Or kicked. You don't know. You gotta try to subdue the person and get out.
Right. If you can't, then that's what
what. When you can't, you gotta do what you gotta do to to survive.
Right, because you don't know. What if they beat you to death? It could be a girl
What if they
beating
pull
a
a
guy
knife
to
out
death.
on you?
Oh, what if? Oh, that's
You know,
there's a weapon involved.
or something.
That's
Or what if the person goes, and gets a belt or whatever,
anything to
a bat or
bat.
something, like, so what if the girl goes and she's being abusive to the guy and she goes and gets a belt or a bat,
Oh my gosh, she got a
Yeah.
belt. Oh my goodness. Damn it.
or
Poor guy.
something,
But a bat or like
so
something
what is
strong.
what is the guy supposed to do? Like, obviously, I
If
don't
she gets a
expect him
belt
to-
and she beats you up and she gets a belt, she has no respect for you whatsoever. She doesn't even think of you as a man at that point.
like, then I fully support you giving her a couple of punches.
Yeah, like if you're gonna get her, at least get her one time really good.
Yeah,
So she's
you
not
have
gonna
to-
continue.
Yeah,
You don't gotta beat her ass, but at
and
least
then,
get a good one in.
if you're
Stop
gonna do,
it.
if you're doing something to defend yourself or trying to do something to get out of the situation, like you didn't have a choice, but you had to knock her the fuck out, then you gotta
support it.
Then you gotta do it.
Mhm.
Leave and then call the cops.
Right.
And let them know what happened. Like, look, blah 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 blah. I had to calm it down.
Right. And this was the only way I could do it.
And vice versa. Same thing, with the woman. Like, you have to do or try to do whatever you can to defend yourself. Where
you
you're
gotta
not
survive at the end of the day. You never know. There could be some crazy ass bitches out there that really, they're gonna like try to kill you. Like, you gotta defend yourself somehow.
Or even and of course, it's much easier said than done, because there are women and men that stay in these abusive relationships.
I know. It's very sad.
And
it's very sad.
It's hard for them to leave. They can't leave. They're
don't scared. They have no outlet, or they're very scared.
Maybe they're being threatened, like, oh, if you try to leave, I'm gonna do this to whatever, your mom, your dad, or your dog, kid, whatever, like,
it's scary. It's definitely scary.
Or try to leave and I'll disappear with the kids, or
I'll take the kids with you. I'll take the kids away from you, or whatever. And never see them again. And
there's many ways to manipulate someone into staying in the situation.
Messed up relationship, messed up situation.
But there is
a
way out at some point. There has to be, and until all options are explored, you have to do what you have to do to survive. Yeah.
Men or women, but I mean, this is towards the men. But I don't think it doesn't, that definitely does not make them weak. They need to defend themselves, especially if they're being abused. The woman, their spouse could be a lot bigger than them. They could be like a more of a petite man, not so big and muscular and whatever. Like I said, my opinion, I'm all for defending yourself.
If you calling the cops, if
but don't beat her up. Don't you don't have to be on her level. Don't go beating her up, because that's what she does. Just like I said,
I mean, unless you
really gotta defend yourself. You gotta defend yourself.
Unless the circumstance really calls for it, like she's bringing out weapons and stuff like that.
Oh, but
then you have to do what you have to do.
Like, what are you doing?
But
run
for the hills, and don't go back.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah,
because there are people that they leave and then they go back. Yeah, because they're in love.
No, they can't be no love. Like, you can't be in love with somebody who beats you up. I am not in love with a person that puts their hands on me. I don't care what love I have. Love se fue pa'l carajo. That love went out the window.
But there are
if you put your hands on me, that's a whole.
They're so in love and with this person, and they just accept it.
I know. I just don't understand that. Maybe because it just never happened to me.
Yeah.
To me, when somebody beats you up, somebody's willing to beat you up, how could they love you? How could they be in love with you if they're beating you up? Like, they're hurting you like that. Physical pain. That's so Yeah. So that to me is like, why would you go back? Don't go back.
Yeah.
Don't.
If you get out, don't
And
go
hopefully
back.
that person, whoever he or she may be, will get some help, and they
Mhm.
will not be that person no more.
Yeah.
You know, because they may be going through whatever they're going through, and you know, it's not an excuse, but you know, it's not to, you don't know what they went through in life, but at the same time, just you shouldn't be in that situation. Period. Man
Nobody
or woman.
wants to be, nobody wants to live that life
No, you should experience
where
living
you're
a normal
in
life.
fear
Yeah.
or and there's people that'll be like, oh, it's just, it doesn't happen often, like once
Yeah,
in a
but they're
blue
already
moon.
brainwashed by their spouse. Their spouse
Yeah,
is the one that made it seem like it
it's like
wasn't a big deal for them.
90% of the time everything is beautiful,
And then
but 10% of the time
he beats the
I'm-
crap out of me.
yeah, or she beats the crap out of me.
That's not okay.
It's not okay. No abuse is okay.
No.
And no abuse is okay. Now, I mean,
No. It's just
no
not.
physical abuse.
And it doesn't make you weak. You know what? It's just
No.
if anything, it does make you stronger because you're trying to not kick that bitch's ass. At the end of the day, it makes you, that's how you got to look at it. Like, you know what? I can either kick her ass right now, or I'm going to call the cops and be a bigger man.
Yeah. Yeah.
And that's how I feel about it.
Yeah. I feel
Right?
the same. Yeah. I don't think calling or reporting abuse makes a guy weak. And of course, it doesn't, same, for a woman, it doesn't make her weak either. It's, you got to do what you have to do to survive, to make your life better, and hopefully be
Not
able
die.
to
live a few more years.
yeah, and make your life better. I can't, speak for those that have been or are currently in those situations, because I never personally been in one, but I know it can't be easy.
Yeah.
I know it can't be easy, and things are, of course, easier said than done, but there is a way, there has to be a way
Out.
yeah. And that would be your best bet to live a better, fuller, happier life, is to find that way that you're going to be able to prosper yourself, and live better.
And if you're still a little, as a woman, I'm saying this to the women out there, if you're ever feeling like you need some motivation, just watch J-Lo's Enough movie. That'll do it. And it'll teach you how to kick ass as well.
She said J-Lo Enough movie.
I mean, whatever works.
Well, it'll give you inspiration for sure.
Yes, it sure will.
I wasn't even in an abusive relationship, but I was inspired.
I was ready to kick some man's ass. Like, what did you say about me? What? Little jab over there. So she has some moves in that movie. But anyway.
Yeah. That's a movie, guys.
But yeah.
Yeah, you just, you got to do what's best for you, and don't be ashamed. If you have to do it, you have to do,
Yeah.
Don't be ashamed.
No, it does
There's
not make
nothing
you
to be
weak.
shameful about.
Nobody should be in a situation.
Abuse is should not ever be tolerated.
Men or women.
Exactly. But that is it for this episode.
Here come the vocals again.
See you later.
I am with the beautiful host, Miss Cherry.
And I am with the Foxy Fox. And go ahead, guys. Follow us on YouTube. We're also streaming on Spotify, iTunes, and a few other places, just to name a few. So if you just want to listen to us on, streaming platforms, go on right ahead, search Sweet Cherry Podcast, and yeah, you can find us there and show us your love, support, by subscribing, sharing, and
Comment suggestions.
Yes. Believe it or not, your comments give us points.
Yes.
So, and it helps get our videos into the groove of things. So yeah, make sure you guys comment and share our videos, and any topics that you guys might want us to touch on, let us know. And we will catch you guys on the next episode. Later.